All right, thank you for staying with us. It's still sports tonight. So we once again expect you to be a part of all that we're doing on the program tonight. You could also talk to us about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Gabonese international who is painting the Bundesliga red with goals. And also you could chip in a few things about Robert Lewandowski, the guy that scored 5 goals in 9 minutes, some new record as well in the German Bundesliga. Talk to us about those guys as well, while we hope that very soon a Nigerian will also begin to make this kind of records and achieve this kind of feats in Europe. All right, let me quickly start off the show now by introducing to you my friend. I told you he's a young man, but also very, very knowledgeable. Your first time on Sports Tonight? Yeah. True. Yeah, that's Julian Ajunwa joins us on the show tonight. Julian, let me start by asking you what you feel about Robert Lewandowski and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. People say that guy is a top contender for African Footballer of the Year. Well, he was close last year. Do you think he can maybe do one better this year?
I think it's very possible because Yaya didn't have the best of seasons last year for City. City were trophyless. And if you look at
they won the Nations Cup, remember?
Exactly. If you look at how John Mikel will be as well, yes, Chelsea must have won 2 trophies, the EPL and the Capital One Cup. But you ask yourself, what was his contribution to the side? It was basically just a squad member. Now, Aubameyang, yes, Dortmund had a very disappointing season last year. They finished in 7th position. But the fact that he has started this season with a new record, scoring in the first 6 games of the Bundesliga, it's a massive achievement. If he can carry off that form to the end of the year, and also because they are playing the Europa League as well, and he has scored a couple of goals even in their first game. So if he can continue that good run of form, who says he can't wrestle the title from Yaya Toure? Because I really doubt if Yaya Toure will win it for the 5th time in a row.
It's not so much about whether Yaya Toure does so much in the season. It's about the number of African players who are doing better than Yaya Toure, because that's a challenge. Yeah, that's a challenge for Africa.
Yeah, there are only very few of them. You would say Vincent Eyama as well. He came very close last year, but you look at his contributions for Lille. Yes, he's been keeping clean sheets here and there, but last week he got a red card. So all of that put together might not work in his favor. Also the fact that he's a goalkeeper, because that's one major factor that ensured he didn't win it the last time. So it's either Yaya Toure or Aubameyang. It's just between the two of them, because they're the 2 players right now in form in Europe.
And of course, our boy that are just coming up, Odion Ighalo, I mean, a few goals since the beginning of the season in APL. It's a little too early for him to begin to rub shoulders with the best.
And again, the club side he plays for too. I mean, Watford are low profile
clubs. Ask yourself, are they going to win any titles?
Exactly. They are just going to battle for relegation. But when you play for the Chelseas of this world, the Manchester City, Arsenals of this world, then you stand a better chance of winning trophies and even picking up individual awards.
All right, so let's go on now. Let's spend some time to talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Julian, you followed how the Eagles have been going about preparing for those games. What can you say about the preparations for these games, Cameroon and Congo DR in Belgium? And what are you expecting to see from our new coach and these boys? People say, look, a new coach is coming, they expect that you bring in new boys. But no, the coach says, some of these guys still have that quality. All we need is a new attitude, a new commitment. You want to agree with it?
Oh, the first time he released his list for the games against Tanzania and Niger Republic, a lot of tongues were wagging regarding the number of players he called up,
new
players and all of that. But the second list he has released, he has called up those players that ensured they won the Nations Cup in 2013. Eyama is back in the list. Mikel is back in the list. Victor Moses is back in the list, except for perhaps Brownie Day, who played a vital role in ensuring we won the Nations Cup some 2 years back. But other than that, I feel it's a very good list. 18 foreign-based players, 6 home-based players, and you ask yourself, those home-based players are the best probably you have in the league. Ikechukwu Ezinwa, Femi Thomas, Paul Onobi, Paul Obarakpo from Abia, Prince Agre. Those guys have been doing very well for their club side. And it's another opportunity for them to show Sondoli said as much as the foreign-based players are having that exposure, they can also, perform at the biggest stage, which is playing for the Super Eagles. And I really want Olise to give these guys a chance. And as much as he's giving them a chance, they need to grab it with both hands. They need to warm their way into the heart of the coach. And trust me, if they do that, they will definitely earn future call-ups for the Super Eagles. But it's a very, very good list. And I can't just wait to see the synergy and the understanding between the home base and the foreign base players, because these games will play against Cameroon and DR Congo will give the coach what the team is going to look like, because the bigger picture is the double header against the Egyptians. It's a game we have to win, at least minimum of 4 points, maximum of 6 points. Then we'll top the group, and then we can say if we get results over the Chadians,
forget fighting for second place.
Exactly, because we should top the group and stop putting our hopes on results going our way for us to qualify.
Okay, that's a good one, Julian. But hold on a bit. Let's quickly go to Abuja now, because apart from the 2 games, the friendly games that the Eagles are playing in October, there is also the African Nations Championship qualifier that will be coming up in October. Interestingly, just a few days after that friendly game against Cameroon and Congo DR. Demola Olajire, Director of Media, Nigeria Football Federation, is joining us on Sports Tonight. And Demola is here to help us clarify a few issues around the Super Eagles and preparation for the CHAN, as well as those 2 friendly games. Demola, thank you so much for joining us on Sports Tonight this Thursday. Let me also celebrate with you. Happy celebrations. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Clarify for us, because there are different reports coming out about how we will prosecute the African Nations Championship qualifier against Burkina Faso in October, just a few days after the friendlies against Congo DR and Cameroon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tony. Let me say also happy Eid al-Kabir, and it's been a wonderful day,